Hey guys, welcome out to a place of the most rugged beauty and harsh landscape in the world. Some of the most beautiful, lush rainforest, right through to magnificent coasts, to massive mountain ranges, 80 times bigger than the Grand Canyon. And the most cool thing about this place is 80% of the animals here plus are native to here and here only. So we're going to take you for a walk today in our beautiful Australia. And today we're exploring Sydney's western suburbs, one of the gems out here in Sydney. A vast biodiversity seen not in many other places on earth, and some of the most endangered ecosystems in the world. Welcome to the next stop. I'm Wayne Caveman Keys, and let's get on the walk today. Kookaburra Foot Trail, Nargenji Reserve, New South Wales, Australia. Let's hit the road. And we'll open the show today with some footage of some of the animals around the local park here that we're going to be searching out today. So fingers crossed we find some of these beautiful animals out here in the park today. The lace monitor, eastern water dragon, the pink galar, beautiful eastern yellow robin, the blue-tongued lizard, and this is Eastern Creek, the local waterway that runs all the way through Nargenji and out towards Quakers Hill. It's a beautiful little waterway, and our walk will take us up this way to the magical Chinese garden. So we arrive at the Colby Centre in the World Gardens, and this is the Chinese garden section here, and the disturbance in the water from the waterfall has got the attention of a gorgeous azure kingfisher. And you'll see in the background the bridge to the Chinese gardens. It's right in the congested area. He waits in ambush under where the waterfall area is for his chance at snaffling a little guppy or some insects. And the disturbance of the water has got him up higher on a tree, about 6 foot over the water, and his eyes are just pinned on the disturbance in the water, waiting for anything to make its move from shelter, and he'll bomb them just like that. And he makes his move a bit closer to where the waterfall area is. There's quite a few people here, and he spotted something in the water then, and down he goes, and it looks like a little guppy. He's definitely got something there. It could be a guppy. So very busy, this guy down at Nargenji. He's an ambush predator. He'll wait there, any little movement in the water, and it'll be gone. Bang! They're an incredible bird. We drag ourselves away from the azure and move a bit further down towards Kookaburra Foot Trail, where we spot a gorgeous galar doing the springtime duties, hollowing out the nest. It's breeding season and nesting time. Not a better time in the Cumberland Plains in Australia. So yeah, there's plenty of bird species down in Nargenji and plenty of nesting birds. A real joy to behold watching these native birds nest in the hollows. Next stop, it's a spring special. It's a place we call the Log at Nargenji, a mecca, a hive of activity. You can see 2 eastern water dragons, a family of wood ducks, and a Sydney short-necked turtle just on the log below the eastern water dragons. A male and a female, and they're an amazing animal, the eastern water dragons. Their ability to be able to absorb oxygen from the water and stay under the water for 45 minutes up to an hour, incredible. Kookaburra Foot Trail, the next stop on the Cumberland Express, and I'm dead set in shock. It's been a long time since I've seen a swamp wallaby down in Nargenji Reserve. It's just really amazing to see. Oh, and there's a little joey. I just seen it poke its head out of the pouch. So that's amazing. And it hops off down into the bush. That's amazing. Oh, and there's another. Looks like a juvenile joey, probably from last year. Unreal. The local beauty and waterway. Just amazing. Eastern Creek holds a special place in everyone's heart that grew up around this area. Beautiful little waterway. Absolutely magnificent. Next stop, what a cracker. Got a gorgeous lace monitor. It's making its way up the tree here. Beautiful ironbark tree in the ironbark forest. Oh, this is wicked. Great number of lace monitors down at Nargenji. Absolutely love this place. If they could pick one animal to be their emblem, it'd have to be the lace monitor. As he lumbered his way up the tree, got the throat puffed out at me too. Look at the way they just climb up with so much ease. These guys are insane. The king of the Cumberland, the lace monitor. Ever since I've been a little kid, I've just loved lace monitors. Any type of lizard or snake, wildlife in general. But mate, these guys, they just amaze me. They're spectacular, majestic, the strength. As a kid growing up around this place, honestly, it was something special. This park's probably 100 metres or less from my house. So as a kid, I was allowed to walk down to the end of the street. And luckily for me, this was the end of my street. A place of wonder, marvels, mystery, discovery. And still, to this day, it takes my breath away, this place. Truly amazing. The Aussie bush in general, there's nothing like it on earth. To get out there and explore and see these magical animals, the iconic, unique animals we have in Australia, like this lace monitor or the tree goanna, something special. And from the power and majesty of the lace monitor, we go straight to the beauty and elegance of the eastern Rosella, one of our gorgeous grassland birds, and they absolutely love it at Nargenji. I love the wetlands and the grasslands section, all of the little seeding plants, and as all of the stages in the wetlands of the water levels rise and fall, so many seeding types of plants and millet and all different food for these beautiful eastern Rosellas. Off to the next stop. And what a ripper the next stop is. This is the sacred kingfisher. This guy's a little bit bigger than the azure kingfisher that we spotted down at the Colby Centre, and he migrates. He could go to Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, any of those countries, and he's just recently, in the last couple of days, come back, so this is awesome. And that's the call that you listen for if you're wanting to try and find the sacred kingfisher and photograph him or have a good look at him. And he's there calling for his mate, and I haven't seen the mate as yet, but they would have hopefully migrated back here together. And such a long migration, it's amazing, really is, that these animals can fly such far distances. And they're a member of the kingfisher family. And as we double our way back towards Kookaburra Foot Trail, we drop past the waterfall area again, and how cool is this? We've got a little pied cormorant up on top, and we've got a Sydney long-necked turtle or snake-necked turtle down the bottom, and in the middle there we've got a Sydney basin short-necked turtle. So that's just great to see. Oh, it looks like the little pied cormorant didn't like him getting up too close and personal with him.
Oh, leave him alone. He just wants to get some sun too. So yeah, pretty unusual to see these three so close together. And a pied cormorant, he don't like it. We travel through Lorikeet Wetlands Boardwalk right now, and that's not far from the Colby Centre. And as I said, we'll head back down towards Kookaburra Foot Trail. Might try and get some snakes, but we've spotted a beautiful buff-banded rail here. Very shy bird, one of the wetlands birds, and he migrates throughout the park here depending on the level of water in the wetlands, feeding on all the little invertebrates in the mud, and doesn't like a lot of water. You see me just pick through this dried out section of the wetlands. Absolutely beautiful bird they are. So great to spot the buff-banded rail today. These guys are awesome. Also called the banded land rail or painted rail. They're a member of the waterbird family, and they're under a risk from habitat destruction, predation by introduced species and climate change, unfortunately. And they have this really cool, loud, creaky squeak when brooding, but they're usually quite silent. A very, very shy bird, and they're widespread in mainland Australia. And I reckon this guy here, he'd be looking for some frogs probably, because they feed on crustaceans, mollusks, insects, seeds, fruit, frogs, carrion and refuse. Mostly feed early in the morning and the evening if you want to catch these guys. They're quite shy. One of the shyer birds, that's for sure. Amazing. And the little buff-banded rail makes his way to the next stop. Look at that mad little tail flick. They are awesome. Next stop, we hit the drying section of the wetlands, and we spot a gorgeous red-bellied black snake making his way through the water. And I spotted another one further up, just in this same area. It's coming up to brooding time, so they'll definitely be searching out for females, and they'll be combating for mating rights, the males were. Look at this magic colours on this guy. Just amazes me how they make their way through this type of terrain. Just the most treacherous type of terrain is their favourite. It's quite warm here today, so probably enjoying the water, a nice cool damp section up here in the wetlands. Definitely on the hunt. So many frogs in this section that when the wetlands get at this water level where it starts to dry out, so many frogs have to move into another spot, and the red bellies come a-hunting. And all the water birds as well. As you can see, it's almost dried out, this section of the wetlands, and the red bellies are taking full advantage of it. I think I've seen another one just up to the right as I zoom back there. This one looks like it's making its way off into the grass. Was hoping we might get to see some action. If these two that are in close proximity here, I think there's another one just up to the left here too. So, and it's not that far away. So if they come in close contact with each other, it'll be very, very interesting. Absolutely amazing. Here's another red belly. Just up to the right of where the other one is. So that's 3 red bellies in this small section of the wetlands at Lorikeet Boardwalk section in Nargenji. And as you can see, there's another one just up here. So that's a 4th now in this really small space. So we might get lucky and see them out in the open. They might have a tussle or two, or they might start to breed. But it's just amazing. There's nothing better than just watching these guys make their way around the Australian bushland. And you can see the wetlands have almost dried out in this section here. So the red bellies are taking full advantage of that. And here's yet another one. This is crazy. So that's 5 in this small section here of Nargenji. I'm glad I walked this way. I was going to walk the other way because it was shorter, and I thought, oh, I'll come this way and have a look. And I'm certainly glad I've done that. Plenty of red bellies. And here's yet another red belly in the same section. And they're all on the hunt for the females. They're following each other. There was like a trail that came through here, a wave of red belly black snakes. And this is the 5th one that's come through the same area. And you can see him, he's just tasting the air with that forked tongue. He can sense there's a female somewhere close by, and probably sense all of the males close by too. It's like just driving these snakes by instinct. You can see him, he's searching. He knows they're around here somewhere. There's been a wave of like 5 red bellies come through, and I've been here for honestly probably 10 minutes, that's it. So there's been a massive wave of red bellies moving through this section of the wetlands. Brooding season, absolutely amazing on the Cumberland Plains. And as I clock up, about 15 minutes down here at the wetlands, we spot red belly number 6. Amazing. As we make our way from the mad amount of red bellies just at that section of the wetlands, on the side of the track here, we've got a, looks like a female or juvenile male bowerbird who's picked himself up a little bit of a prize here, some sort of bug. Can't make out exactly what it is, but a pretty tough bug. Seem to be fiddling around with it. Not sure if he likes this bug or not. Hopefully it's not a Botany Bay weevil, but he's definitely got a hold of something there. Beautiful bowerbird. There's beauty everywhere you look down at Nargenji Reserve and Australia in general. Look at this beautiful eastern Rosella. Another eastern Rosella. Those magic colours in breeding season. Must be a gorgeous male, this for sure. Just the colours are so vibrant. Amazing looking bird. And this is just on the entrance of Kookaburra Foot Trail. Just about to go for a little bit of a walk down there and see what we can find on the next stop. Beautiful eastern Rosella. Those colours are spectacular. Amazing. Honestly blessed around the western suburbs with birds like this. What a great walk down at the local reserve. And every day there's something different. I could come here like literally every single day and there's always something different. Just a surprise around every corner. So anyone, explore your local bushland. I urge anyone to get out there and just see what's on our own back doorstep. Take some film if you can and share it around to the other people. It might encourage more people to get out and enjoy our beautiful bushland in Australia. It's a real way of life out here in Australia and a culture. So get out and explore the local bushlands. Here's my local bushland, Nargenji Reserve, and I hope you enjoyed the show today. Keezy the Caveman on the next stop.